So, I'm at Everlook to pick up a quest. I pick up a quest. Pick up both quests. I run down here. Like, okay, got it. Got to cancel some of the voiceover stuff. And then all of a sudden, there's aggro. So what the heck happened? The first misconception was, oh, the pet taunted. Oh, Grimm's press taunted, press bite, and it targeted a goblin. That's one of the biggest misconceptions of this one. And here, let me tell you what happened. So in Everlook, these goblins that you see, like the guards and stuff like that, you cannot attack them. Notice that they're green, they're friendly. You can't attack them yourself. You can't attack them with a pet. So it's a mechanism in the game that prevents you from attacking green mobs. The only way to attack them is you have to check a box in the reputation bar called at war. If you check that in, then you can fight everybody. We never mess with that. So the next question is, then how the hell did they get aggroed? Apparently, out of all the mobs, or most of the mobs, this mob right here, this one right here, and this one right here, those are special. But they still represent the Everlook reputation, like the goblins. But for some reason, the pet can actually trigger an aggro event. So you can't click these characters with like attacks. It doesn't work. But for some, and same thing with goblins. The pet can't attack goblins, but if you have one of these highlighted and you click bite or whatever, the cat will attempt to do so, but will fail to do it in like a fraction of a second. You'll see the cat kind of growl, but then nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. The cat will not actually go over there to attack. So those two mobs are different compared to all of these other ones. Okay? And the moment I clicked bite, notice, watch. When the moment you click bite, it says you cannot attack that target. That's the game preventing me from attacking an NPC. I'm not at war. But those two mobs are different, even though they're part of the same reputation. So if you target them with a pet and click attack, I feel like the game, for a split second, thinks you're attacking. So its countermeasures is to turn on all the aggro for the goblins. Now look at the cat really quick. The cat turns back. It's like, oh, that's right, you clicked bite. Oh, but then again, I can't attack that. So the cat goes back into its original position. It's the game recorrecting the cat's attack. You know? It's not because I'm rooted. The cat is not attacking any goblin. It was just like the game preventing it. It's like, hey, you can't do that. It's like, okay, then the cat goes back to its original position. In most cases, you will only pick up aggro if the cat, or like if you'll flag, if the cat runs over to the whatever you're aiming at and hits it, right? Then it activates it. But this town is special. The moment you click that, boom, it's instant aggro. I was so confused at this moment. I thought this was part of a quest. I didn't realize I clicked on bite. Now keep in mind though, like I said before, this is one of the unluckiest deaths of all time, because if you try to click on bite on a goblin, this one, nothing will work. No aggro, everything's okay. But it's that very specific NPC that I had highlighted. This one, for some reason, if you click bite, nothing will happen, but it will activate the aggro. I sense that this is just a 20-year-old bug that never got fixed. And it's like, it's just one of those things that's like, shit happens. It was an accidental click because I was trying to remove the VoIP stuff. And this is the only, this is the only instance that this has ever happened in all 56 levels. This is the only time it ever happened. I've done the same thing in Booty Bay, and I think in Booty Bay, all of the mobs are protected. So the game protects you from accidentally clicking an offensive ability on a random NPC. And I think this is common. I think people have accidentally clicked, charge or this or that by accident, but the game prevents them from being flagged because they're friendly. You can't attack them, and the only way you can is you have to check that at war box, then you can attack them. So, unfortunately, this was not really a lesson I could learn from because this was more reliant on the game's mechanics. But at the end of the day, it's a 20-year-old game, and unfortunately, these mechanics, they do have a flaw, and this was one of them. This was the only mob, one of the two only mobs that can actually trigger an aggressive event with the Goblin Guards, even though you don't actually hit them, and it auto flags as well.